Banjo, this was one of the rooms that you
Yeah.
made over. It's got the banjo touch.
Yeah, this is our gin bar. So with everything in here, well, nothing is new.
Banjo, first of all, thank you for having me at your beautiful place. You've been writing a book, A Place in Scotland. So, what can we expect from this beautiful book?
I guess the book is a little love letter to me, to the place that kind of welcomed me, where I've kind of found home. Growing up in Australia, I loved my family, but I never quite felt at home. And I'd always been searching for home, and we kind of landed on Mull, and we found our people and our place. And I found a career. I'm getting to see all of these beautiful homes and hotels and kind of learn about, Scottish interior design and the history and all of the beautiful things that are attached to that. So the book for me is just a bit of a grand tour of all the most amazing places and spaces in Scotland that I've fallen in love with.
This is a stunning place in itself. How did you first come across it?
So Ro and I were just broke backpackers, and Ro said he wanted to be a cheesemaker on a Scottish island. So it turns out there's only one, but it just happens to be the most beautiful place in the world. So I emailed them and begged them to let us come and stay, and they said, well, you'll be cleaning cottages and there's midgies, and I had no idea what midgies were at the time. And I thought, oh, that's fine, we can handle that. And we just fell in love with it, and Chris, the granny who owns the farm, fell in love with us, and we've just stayed. They can't get rid of us.
The interior design, am I right? You started that when you were in Australia just by badgering people to let you do over their offices?
I'm grossly underqualified to even be in this position, but I was working in marketing, and I was doing the branding for a bus station, and I pestered them to let me do up like the offices, and that's the only real thing I'd done. So then I moved over here, applied for interior design masters, and got off on that.
Did that show change your life?
Oh my gosh, yeah. My whole life changed. I definitely didn't go on the show to kind of for notoriety. I really love interior design. When I finished the show, everybody asked me, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to go back to Mull and just keep being an interior designer. And then that's how, Designing the Hebrides started, because it was such a silly idea for me. I had all these opportunities in London and some overseas to do amazing hotels, but I just wanted to come back to Mull and do up little bothies.
Designing the Hebrides, is it a joy of a show to do?
It's such a privilege to make the show, because it takes you around all of the beautiful islands. I meet all the amazing people that call it home. I think it's such a privilege to be welcomed into people's homes and businesses and help kind of them realize their dreams in a way. It's very special.
What I love about your designs is that it's very eclectic, and you use a lot of salvage things from all over the place. How important is it to you to upcycle?
Super important to me, because I think especially living on an island, you're kind of mindful what you bring onto it. But when you live on an island as well, you kind of keep things for a rainy day.
And it can look great too, a bit different.
It can look great, yeah. I think the warped and wobbly and weird stuff can be kind of brought back to life.
And the curtains are amazing.
Aren't they? These are all grain sacks. So the farmer's been collecting these for 50 years. I pried them out of his hands. They're so special to him, he wouldn't even let me sew them. I had to tie them all individually.
It's such an interesting insight into island life as well. And I know when we came here, we wanted to visit the fish shop that you did, and also something new that I love, the spa that turns into a bar at night.
Oh, that is my dream as well. I want everything to turn into a bar at night.
A massage and then a cocktail were sorted.
Yeah, that's my dream. That was a very tough brief to crack.
Yeah, I know.
But we did it.
You've got the TV shows, the books. What else?
So I really want to write a children's book, because when I was young, all these kids used to call me Freckle-Face Fart Machine. And,
what?
Yeah.
Freckle-Face Fart Machine?
Yeah. That was what the bullies called me, but I think that's a fabulous name for a little kid's book about a little boy that has a superpower, and it just happens that his farts are his superpower.
Smelly superpower.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
So I'm thinking that, I'm manifesting it, telling you that now. I'm putting it out there. Yeah, hello. My little rescue. Even he's a rescue. Aren't you, Bubba?
We're old, but being put to good use. I think that's
exactly. Yeah, we've all found a home here, haven't we, Grandpa?